Virgos, hello out there. How are all the Virgos doing? Great, I hope. Alrighty, we're going to do your monthly reading. So this is based for uh, March of 2026 when I'm recording this, but these are timeless. So the way I conduct my readings is 30 days from whenever you watch, and then moving forward from that, because time is an illusion. So it really doesn't matter. Things can happen at any time. But I just sort of base it that way to kind of give it a little bit of structure. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. Let's see what we got going for the Virgos. All right, Virgo. Justice. First thing I heard was karma. Truth. The truth. Let's see what else we have underneath. Temperance. Oh, we have all major arcana right here. This is an important. Let's stop for a second. Let's look at justice and temperance. Sorry, I think I hit the microphone. Virgo, patiently waiting for something. You have been manifesting something and you're waiting for your time. You've been working on something. Could be for a while now, but you've been patient, which is good. Everything in moderation, that's great. And you are doing things in the right way. Not trying to rush it, letting the universe do its thing. You have the Knight of Cups following your heart. Maybe being a little bit fickle, but still following your heart. The Hermit, there you are, Virgo, doing some soul searching, being patient with yourself. I know you Virgos can be tough on yourselves. So, but being patient, learning how to be patient with yourself. And the Sun. What else do we have in here? Okay, and then we have the Knight. I'm gonna leave the Knight of Wands out, and then we have the Three of Pentacles. We'll get to the other ones, but you have, if you take out the Knight of Cups, and now that you have two court cards and all major arcana. So Virgo, 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 Virgo. Your vision is coming to fruition. You can see it now. You can see things starting to shift. You can see how things are changing. You were in the dark, but you always kept hold of the light. You did not let go of that. You followed your heart, and now you're seeing what you were able to do with this energy. The Knight of Wands. You're ready to start a whole new adventure. The Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles, I hear working with your spirit team. Your spirit team is here planning. Now you've built so far, working on something. Ooh, mastering something. Something was a disappointment before, but now, man, you got a lot of pentacles here. Well, let's just do, okay, we have the Three of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, and then you have the Two of Pentacles with the Seven of Pentacles. I don't think you thought this was going to work out. You might have had some doubts. Um, it's almost like you're trying a little this, a little that, and in this particular deck, sorry about the glare of the light, because it's over there that way, but it's, I don't know, it shines weird on my cards. Um, the light isn't the best in here. Um, you're thinking about, you had a choice, and I think you made a choice, and it's so far it's worked, but it's almost like it didn't. At first, it didn't work. I don't know what it could be. You have the three, the two, the seven, and you have the Eight of Pentacles under there. You may have been working with other people on something, a project, but somehow in there you were disappointed about something. Maybe you didn't think it was going to go the way you wanted it to go. So then you were starting to question, did I make the right choice? Did I make the right choice? Some of it worked, but do I want to continue with this? Well, then you have the Hierophant here. Okay. There's been a spiritual lesson throughout this process, Virgo. And it's almost like, oh, how do I put this? This is something that means a lot to you, and it's almost like Your morals or ethics were in question. In other words, like you were trying to do things on the straight and narrow, the way it was supposed to be done, doing it honest, being genuine. And you live in a world of dog eat dog world where it's tempting to, cheat or do something a little, eh, you know, a little not shady, but you know, but you stuck to it. You stuck to your ethics, and you said, no, that's not what I'm about, and you kept working at it. You know your own worth. Oh, this is great. This is great, Virgo, because oh my God, that's only just the bottom of the deck. Sorry, I can go off on a tangent. I'll go down that rabbit hole and we'll never come back. But anyways, the first card though is justice. It's going to work. You did it the right way. That's where the karma comes in. You instead of doing it in a little bit of a I'm going to use the word shady and fraudulent, but it wasn't that bad. But it's just kind of like, maybe I should just fudge a little, or maybe I should lie on my resume. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Anyway, let's see what your overall energy is. The Ten of Pentacles. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. So, all that you have done, Virgo, up to this point, and probably moving forward, it's and this is kind of like ancestral energy. You're following in the footsteps of your ancestors, and you have passed the test. This is graduation. I see the Ten of Pentacles as graduation day. And you're finally at the point where you're getting everything that you have worked for. Getting everything that you've worked for. Oh, Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Ooh, there's the devil. All right, so the theme for the next 30 days, moving forward, is the devil. But you know what? I'm curious to see what this card's going to be. That was the temptation. That was the temptation of either lying about something. I don't know. There's something a little twisted that you were tempted to try or do, and you chose not to. You chose integrity over the temptation. And maybe this temptation would get you a better job, get you better pay, whatever. But however, your success is going to come because you did it the right way. I'm telling you, the universe knows. Seven of Wands. Yes, you resisted. You resisted the temptation. Oh, Virgo, this is great. You resisted the temptation. That's what's working for you. You are a stand-up person. My dad was a Virgo, and he was painfully honest. He found money, a $100 bill in the store one time, and he turned it in. And we said, they're going to keep it. And he says, but it wasn't my money. And my dad worked really hard. He didn't make a lot of money, bless his soul, but he worked really hard. I got along great with my dad, but that's the thing. But I respected my dad because of his integrity. He didn't lie. He didn't say a bad word about people, and that was a great thing. So that's what I'm hearing here, Virgo, is you stuck to your morals, your ethics, and you said, no, I'm not going to do what these other people may be doing. Now, here's your challenge. It was tough for you. It was mentally challenging for you. It really messed with your head. But the Ten of Swords is that's the end of that, because now you're going to start seeing this Ten of Pentacles, how all the work you put in and all that you've done honestly and on the up and up is going to come through for you. And your action, King of Cups, feeling those emotions come up and being aware of them, but making decisions that make you happy in your heart. As I just heard, making decisions that make you happy in your heart and having that authority of being self-aware enough to see that and a potential outcome, death. This is great. This is a transformation. There's a part of you that is no longer there anymore. And I'm thinking it's that that inkling of, trying to maybe lie or cheat a little bit, but nope, justice. And let me tell you, the universe knows. The universe knows. We are going to, if I can get them here, we're going to clarify this. Thank you all for tuning in. If you aren't part of the tribe, do consider subscribing and joining the tribe. You never know when a message may be for you, specifically for you, where you're going to go, holy crap. And, you can pick and choose what you want to watch. But if you're subscribed, hopefully it'll come up on your feed. But if it doesn't, hit that bell icon button and it'll let you know whenever I upload. And smash that like button for me. It helps the channel, which I appreciate that so much. And it's like a little energy tip. And it also helps get it out in the algorithm so all your fellow Virgos can get this message if they need it. Yes. And I don't know if I said this, but this is Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or any other placement in your chart. Hopefully everyone's still there. Ten of Pentacles, the Lovers. Now, not usually, the Lovers sometimes, depending on the energy of the card. Wow, I just heard something. It looks like it's a love card. Normally, I don't feel that energy unless there's something in here. I am hearing that you made a commitment to yourself that you were not going to go down that path of not being true to yourself and your integrity. There's just much more I can say. The Devil, the King of Pentacles. Yes, being that loyal and dedicated to this. I'm just hearing the King of Pentacles is being true to yourself in this whole situation. Being true to yourself. All right, as a Virgo, you know the OCD of straightening things, right? I'm not a Virgo, but I have Virgo in my chart. Seven of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. You've resisted that temptation, and the wheel I'm hearing is going to turn in your favor. Things are changing. This is going to turn. So I think this decision that you made for not going for that temptation, the universe is going shaking their head. Your spirit team's going, yeah, that's our Virgo. That's our Virgo. Those are our Virgos down there doing what they're supposed to do, not going for the temptation. Ten of Swords, King of Swords, making a decision. As tough as that was mentally for you, it was a struggle. I feel like it was a struggle, but you rose above and again took the authority and said, "No, I'm making this decision. I can see it clearly, and doing it the right way." Wrong cards. King of Cups. So you have three kings here: King of Cups, Swords, and Pentacles. So you're taking charge here. You are really and mature in a way that is beneficial to you moving forward. The Ace of Wands. This is the King of Cups. This is an opportunity for you to follow your heart and make a beginning, a whole new beginning about something you're passionate about, something that inspires you. And Death, Five of Swords. Oh, wow. This is the Death card. Again, the transformation. The Five of Swords is it's like fighting a fight that's not worth fighting. It's fighting something that no matter how hard you try, it's just not going to work. It's not worth the fight. And it's like almost like you were fighting against yourself, you know, and saying, but if I want to get ahead, maybe I need to do this. And then those little things they show, those cartoons where you have the devil on one side and the angel on the other, and the angel saying, do it the right way, devil saying, no, no, you need to do this. That's what I'm hearing. And you chose now that's the end of that. I'm not doing that anymore. I choose not to. The Queen of Wands, stepping into your power, and with the decisions you've made here, you have drawn such positive energy towards you. You're going to be celebrating with yourself, me, myself, and I, or with your friends, family. Three of Swords, that hurt, you're healing from that hurt. Three is of growth. Nine of Swords, you were stressing over it. The Page of Pentacles, you were loyal to your and dedicated and stayed focused on that goal of yours. And there's the Ten of Swords again. That's the end of that mental anguish. You manifested exactly what you wanted. You worked and you worked. Probably worked way more than normal people would work because you guys are, workaholics. My dad was a workaholic. Eight of Wands. You are moving. Things are moving forward and going to move forward in a very positive way. There's the Chariot, and there's the Hierophant again. Again, spiritual lesson. There's a spiritual lesson here. And the Four of Wands here, I won't go any farther. The Four of Wands is the 1111. This is exactly how it was supposed to be. And you done good, Virgo. You done good. I don't know if I can put that as the title. It'll look weird. All right. Let's get a card from this deck here. Maybe more, depending on what Spirit wants. And comment down below if this resonates for anybody and maybe how. But I really love to hear where everybody is from. I would just like people to just say, I'm from, even if you're from United States, out of the country, whatever. Love to hear from y'all from Virgos. All right. Let's see. Now, I just did Leo's reading before yours, and sometimes it's hard for me to get these cards to pop, but a card did pop. So I would like Spirit to do that again. If not, I can pick one. But it has to have the right vibe. Oh, yeah, here's the right vibe. That one right here. This is the Virgo card. Vulnerability. I don't know, Virgo. Being open emotionally is a strength, not a weakness. True connection requires authenticity. Share your feelings openly with someone you trust. Allow yourself to be seen fully. Well, that's interesting. Fear of exposure may be keeping you guarded. Let go of past wounds and trust again. Now, I don't know. If you're in a love situation, take that as it resonates. But you know what? Sometimes I see the vulnerability as just being vulnerable and taking a chance and allowing yourself to be out there and, ooh, stillness. Now, that to me is a Virgo card. In stillness, you align with clarity. Quiet the mind, Virgo, to hear the wisdom within. Quiet the mind to hear the wisdom within. Take a moment today to pause. Breathe deeply and listen to your inner knowing. These cards have inner restlessness, may be preventing you from receiving insight. Slow down. They have the upright and then the reverse meaning. I read the reverse just in case there may be a blockage of some sort. And underneath that is allowance. When you let go of resistance, abundance flows freely into your life. Release the need for control. Trust that what is meant for you is already on its way. Holding on to expectations may be blocking blessings. Relax and allow things to unfold. Relax and allow things to unfold. Well, Virgo, this is what I have for you. I'm losing my voice. I hope this was helpful for y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, do remember to subscribe, hit that like button, and comment down below. And hit the bell icon button so you can be notified when I do videos. And I'm going to be doing them pretty regularly. I was gone for a little bit. I'm back. So thanks so much for tuning in. And I hope you will join me in the next one. Yes, Virgo? Peace out.